have another one of our graduating stand-up university students coming up here. She's so much fun, and we had a great time with her, as I say, for 5 weeks in a row. You ready? Yeah! Linda DeSantis! Come on, give her a hand.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I have not gotten such a warm welcome since I walked into the office after lockdown. My husband was writing books on the New York City transit system, and I spent many a date and quite a few anniversaries touring the New York City subways. Got so upset with him, he never touched the third rail. Never. One night I was watching Jeopardy, and the contestant missed a really easy question. I'm there and I'm like, "You idiot, you moron." I hear him from the kitchen go, "What do you want?" So he goes out to buy a Christmas tree. He comes back and he's as proud of himself as you would not believe. "Look at what I got. It was only $10. It's February." He says, "It's a Valentine's tree." Oh, I know, he's an asshole. Now, towards the end of our marriage, he ended up in a coma in the hospital. My father and I went to go visit him. And my dad goes, "Lynn, you want to get rid of him? You could just pull the plug." He says, "Come on, Daddy. It's much easier to just smother him with a pillow." Is that me? We didn't live with him. But our divorce was really vicious. It was absolutely vicious. But I hung in there. I stood my ground. And we went to the settlement conference. And I was so thrilled. The judge said to him, "You're not getting visitation with the dog, and you're not getting visitation with the cat, and you are not getting the Beanie Babies." My husband was upset. He was like, "Oh, judge." He says, "Stop." The judge says, "Stop," right? "You say one more word and you are not getting the Michael Jordan Chia Pet." Well, my mom is getting up there in age. She's 87. She made last year's Thanksgiving dinner. And I looked at her and said, "Ma, I really don't like this gravy. It's not good." She says, "It's okay. It's just kind of thick." I said, "Ma, it's still in the package." So, she goes out to Macy. She goes to the fur vault, right? The guard chases her out into the parking lot. And he says, ma'am, you are trying to steal that coat." She says, "What makes you think I'm trying to steal the coat?" He says, "The rack is still attached." So I walk into the kitchen and she's dancing. She's like holding on to the door handle of the oven and she's going to town. I'm like, "Mom, you're dancing. You like dancing, right?" "Oh, I love dancing to the music." And she's going and I'm like, "Ma, that's CNN." I do wear a lot of flannel and I'm straight. And I was so thrilled. I met this guy on, one of the internet dating things. He was a lumberjack. He took me out axe throwing for our first date. Everything was great until he put an apple on my head. I do hate going to stores now, and I know you guys have all seen it. Yeah, you don't have cashiers anymore. You go in, you gotta check yourself out. It's like you're their employee. And I go the other day, and I'm like, boop, chocolate-covered Twinkies. Boop, Entenmann's pound cake. Boop, Ben & Jerry's Chunky Monkey. Boop, you are not even trying. Now I was at church and I fell down the stairs in front of the whole congregation, and I'll show you the scar later. I broke my wrist. But that wasn't even the most embarrassing part. All of the money I took out of the collection plate flew all over the place. So I take my young niece, 4 years old, I take her to church. We're having a Christmas party. So I'm introducing her to the pastor. And the pastor says to her, we're gonna have cotton candy, and Santa's gonna be here, and there'll be a magician. And she looks at him without missing a beat and goes, are we gonna have Jell-O shots? So I looked and I said, shh, that's only at Aunt Linda's house at night-night. You've done it too, huh? Thank you guys so much.
DeSantis, come on, give her a hand. Oh, so funny. She stole money from the church. I think it's great. Fell down the stairs, but she's okay.